World War II, a conflict that engulfed the globe, saw the birth of a new era in warfare, the nuclear age. This was a time of profound upheaval, a chess game of power and strategy played out between the key players of the world stage, the Axis and the Allied powers. As the war raged on, behind closed doors, a secret project was taking shape. Codenamed the Manhattan Project, this endeavor was nothing less than the development of the first nuclear weapons. Scientists, engineers, and military personnel joined forces to create a weapon of unprecedented power. Meanwhile, the United States leadership grappled with the weighty decision of whether to use this newly forged tool of destruction. Their choice would forever alter the course of history, introducing the world to a new, devastating form of warfare. The stage was set for a demonstration of power that would mark a turning point in human history. August 6, 1945, a day that would forever be etched in the annals of history. This was the day the world would witness the unimaginable power of a new weapon of mass destruction, the atomic bomb codenamed Little Boy. The decision to use this unprecedented force was made by President Truman, marking a pivotal moment in the last stages of World War II. The stage was set in the early morning hours as the B-29 bomber, the Enola Gay, soared into the sky from the Pacific island of Tinian. On board, a crew led by Colonel Paul Tibbets embarked on a mission that was shrouded in secrecy, carrying a payload that would forever alter the course of human history. As the sun rose over the city of Hiroshima, the hum of the Enola Gay's engines was drowned out by the everyday sounds of a city unaware of the impending catastrophe. At precisely 8:15 in the morning, the first atomic bomb to be used in warfare was released over the city. The flash of light that followed was brighter than 1,000 suns, turning the morning into night. The city was enveloped in a wave of heat and force, buildings crumbled like sandcastles, and fires ignited across the cityscape. The impact of the bomb was immediate and devastating. Lives were extinguished in an instant, with an estimated 140,000 people perishing in the blast and its immediate aftermath. The city that had once been bustling with life was reduced to ruins in a matter of seconds. The once familiar streets were now a desolate landscape of rubble and ash. The survivors, the Hibakusha, were left to navigate through a city they could no longer recognize. In an instant, Hiroshima was no more, replaced by a mushroom cloud that towered over the city's ashes. The bombing of Hiroshima didn't just end a war, it forever altered the face of warfare. In the immediate aftermath, Japan surrendered, bringing an end to the horrors of World War II. But with that surrender, a new era dawned, the nuclear age. An era that saw nations race to arm themselves with the same devastating power that had leveled Hiroshima. A power that, for the first time in history, gave humanity the means to annihilate itself. Beyond the end of the war, the bombing left a far-reaching legacy. The ruins of Hiroshima became a haunting monument to the destructive potential of human ingenuity. The city's recovery was nothing short of miraculous, but the scars of that fateful day remained. The survivors, known as Hibakusha, bore the brunt of the long-term effects of radiation. Many suffered severe burns, radiation sickness, and cancer. They lived with the physical and psychological trauma, their lives irrevocably marked by the bomb. Their stories serve as a poignant testament to the human cost of nuclear warfare. Yet, the bombing of Hiroshima wasn't just a story of destruction, it was a catalyst for change. It sparked debates about the morality and necessity of such devastating force. Was it justifiable to inflict such suffering to end the war? Could anything justify the use of a weapon with such indiscriminate destructive power? These debates still echo today, shaping our conversations about war, power, and morality. The bombing also spurred a global movement for arms control and disarmament. It led to the establishment of the United Nations Atomic Energy Commission, aimed at regulating nuclear power to prevent its misuse. It prompted the creation of the Treaty on the Non-Proliferation of Nuclear Weapons, a significant step towards a world free from the threat of nuclear war. The Hiroshima bombing left a lasting legacy, a stark reminder of the destructive power humanity now wielded, and a call to remember its cost. The echoes of that explosion serve as a solemn call to action, to strive for peace, to remember the cost of war, and to ensure that such a tragedy is never repeated.